Today I'm going to keep it real. Today we're going to be talking about lead gen and prospecting. Can everyone see me there? Okay. So these are words of advice that I'm going to give you because I have done this myself personally. Everything that I'm going to tell you today is words of advice that I have truly done. It's from my experience to get me to where I am, becoming a top 1% agent. Who wants to become a top 1% agent? Say I. That's right. So remember, everyone, real estate is simple, but it's not easy because not everyone's willing to do the hard stuff. When I say the hard stuff, I mean lead gen, prospecting, door knocking right now in the rain. Was it you who asked me on on workplace, right? Was it you? Who was? Somebody on workplace was asking me. The question was, how do you door knock even on cold, rainy days? How do you even get started? So here's a quote by Les Brown. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. So tell me right now, who is willing to do the hard stuff? Say I. So I'm going to give you a little story about myself. When I first started in real estate, it's a grind, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. When you first start, it's not going to be easy, but I promise you it's going to be worth it, okay? So when you first start, I had to hustle. I had to make certain sacrifices. When I say make sacrifices, I mean sacrifice my sleep. I woke up every single day, 5 days a week. I woke up at 5 a.m. I was part of the 5 a.m. club. I know some of you here are part of the 5 a.m. club still. You know, some people ask me, Denise, are you still in the 5 a.m. club now? To be honest, no, because I hustled when I needed to hustle. So this is my saying, hustle till you don't have to hustle no more, right? Because the thing is, if you're willing to put in the work, that time, the energy in the very beginning, you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor now. So other things that I had to sacrifice, I sacrificed a lot of my weekends and evenings. I worked like 6-7 days a week. But to be honest with you, it took me about 4 years. So the first 4 years of my career, I did anywhere between 5 to 10 deals. But it's called the compounding effect. If you do every single day, build that consistency and build that habit. It wasn't until my 5th year that I did 63 deals and made 800,000. I did a 5x growth. This was exponential growth that I have never seen in my life. I have never made $800 in my entire life, let alone in 1 year. But I'm telling you this because I want to tell you what's possible. And I'm not telling you this to impress you, but to impress upon you the fact that if you take this job seriously and as a job, you guys can make it happen, okay? So the question for each and every one of you is, what are you willing to sacrifice? Some of you are not willing to sacrifice your sleep. Some of you just woke up for this call today, 11:29, right? And I'm telling you this because I'm going to keep it real. I'm keeping it real because this market's not going to get easier. Okay, these next 3 to 4 months, if anything, it's going to get harder. And only the top agents and the agents who truly have the heart to succeed will last in this business. This business is one of the highest turning over industries. It's for a reason, because not everybody can keep up with the grind. Okay, so okay. And this is a part of, hi, welcome, come on in. So if you're not willing to make sacrifice, if you're going to keep up with mediocrity, okay? Being a mediocre agent. And I'm sorry, guys, that this is hitting home for some of you guys, but I want some of you guys to have a bit of a wake-up call. Because in other words, a basic agent. I always tell my team members, you are not a basic agent, okay? Because I'm speaking to those who want more than just basic, who want more for themselves and their family, who wants to provide and give their family options. Because at the end of the day, the financial capacity you can get from real estate, this is just a vehicle towards your dreams and your goals. Remember, what are your dreams and your goals? Think about that. Every single day, these goals and these dreams should be on your phone. Do you guys have a vision board on your phone okay, it doesn't show on mine, but I have my vision board on my phone. So every day when I look at my phone, I'm reminded subconsciously what my goals are, right? And that's all part of manifesting too on a subconscious level. So let's talk about some of the hard stuff today. It's called lead gen prospecting. And there's 2 ways of marketing I always talk about. Number 1, it is passive marketing. And number 2, it's active marketing. What is passive marketing? Passive marketing is social media, doing social media posts, doing some, let me see, open houses, farming, right? This is passive because it's not measurable. It is duplicatable, but it's not measurable, right? What is active marketing? Active marketing is actually picking up the phone, prospecting, going door knocking, doing activities that you're actually creating and measuring, where you can count how many people you've talked to, how many appointments you set. This is measurable, and this is creating a business that you can extend and scale on a large scale. So let me ask you guys this: who lead gens every day? Thank you for your honesty. Not everybody leads gens every day, but this is a habit you have to build. Okay. You know, was a non-negotiable for me. When I was at the top of my game, I called it 3 hours of my golden hour, 9 to 12. This is when I prospected, right? So this is a time that I time blocked and I did nothing else but prospect. You have to create a golden hour. If not 3 hours a day, start with 1 hour. But the thing is, just start. That's the key. Because the key is, though, there's nothing more important that you can be doing every single day, more important than prospecting. Seriously, this is the most best money producing activity you can be doing that's really worthwhile your time. There's nothing. Can anyone name me anything else that's more important than prospecting?
Prospecting.
Exactly, Axel. That's the best thing you can be doing. And the thing is, you want to get so good when you prospect is you know that you're going to get appointments, okay? It's like turning it on, like a light or a faucet. When you want to turn it on, you just turn it on. And when you want to turn it off, you turn it off. That's how easy it is, okay? So, like, for example, to be honest with a lot of you guys, I don't prospect anymore, right? I'm in a place in my career when I attract, right? So that's in the beginning of your career, a lot of you will have to prospect because you don't have business coming to you. When you don't have business coming to you, you're going to have to find business. But when you get to a certain place in your career where you have referrals, where you have past clients, where you build up your name, your brand, your credibility, and people reach out to you, that's a place that you all want to strive to be in, I hope, right? And that's all our goals. So I'm blessed and I feel grateful every single day that that's the position I'm in. And so now when I don't prospect anymore, but when I do prospect, which I just prospected 2 days ago, I got an appointment, right? And so now I'm in a position of getting quality contacts. And I want you guys to think about that because a lot of some of you who do prospect are prospecting, but you're not prospecting with intention, right? I want you guys to think about prospecting with intention because some of you are just dialing for contacts. Contacts does equal contracts. And remember, appointment a day keeps the problems away, right? It's true. It's so true. If you can seriously the thing is you have to play games with yourselves. You say, I can't leave the office until A, I finish my contacts, or B, I set an appointment. Or number 3, I won't leave the office until I do both, right? These are games that I played with myself that I had to create that extra level of motivation within me. So the key is when you get to this type of, it's called mastery, okay? This type of skill level you want to get to is called mastery. And the thing is, actually, how many types of lead generation are there? How many of you guys, what are you guys doing right now? Is there anybody that's doing something different that they want to share? I know Jack's coming up. Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Hello.
KV Core. I'm working on the landing page and going to networking events and doing some YouTube.
Nice.
And Instagram.
And how is the YouTube working for you?
It takes time. We're doing a little bit more on the agent attraction side for that, but yeah, we do have agents reaching out.
Nice.
It took us like a couple many months.
Nice. Awesome. Well, at least you are expanding your network. You're expanding your sources. Hi. So thank you for sharing, Jack. But there's so many different types of prospecting out there. There's networking, right? Some of you have, like mother groups or, soccer, hobby groups, right? Some of you are in clubs, golf clubs, right? Those are the things you have to go and really tell. And we have to stop being secret agents. A lot of us are agents, but we're secret agents. No one knows you're an agent, right? You have to, number one, always dress up professionally. If you look like Axel every single day, people would be like, wow, this guy is doing business. You want to look like you're doing business. You want to look busy. You want to look professional because you never know when your next source is coming from. A big source for me was yoga. I used to do, well, not as much anymore, but I used to do Bikram's hot yoga for 15 years. I got so many leads and clients and listings from hot yoga, believe it or not, right? Because every single time, ever since I finished hot yoga, I'd be putting on a suit, going to the office, and people would see that I'm busy, I'm serious, I'm taking my business seriously. Nobody wants to work with somebody in a t-shirt or a casual George, I call them, and a casual jeans and t-shirt. So top agents prospect and practice daily. Okay. So who role plays every day? Okay. There's a few people who role play every day. So the GOATs practice every single day, 10 to 12 hours a day. Who knows what a GOATs are? Greatest of all time, right? Who knows some? Michael Jordan, right? Tiger Woods. Who are some other greatest of all time? Who other GOATs out there that you guys know of?
Denise Mai.
Okay, thank you, Axel. But these greatest of all time, they are the greatest of all time because how many hours do they practice? They're completely passionate and dedicated to their craft. It's about refining your skill, right? And today I'm going to do a live role play. I'm going to put myself on the hot seat. I'm going to do a role play with you guys, a door knocking script, okay? Because I know somebody on Workplace Chat asked me to do this, so I'm going to do a live role play with you. And the thing is, some of us say we don't have enough time to role play, right? We make excuses that we don't practice our scripts, we don't practice. And I'm going to tell you the truth, that's BS, that's bullshit. We all have the same 24 hours a day in a day, 365 days of the year. It's about what are you prioritizing in your life, right? Is creating income, creating a financial vehicle for you and your family a high priority? Because a lot of the times, a lot of us are stuck in this comfort zone of just complacency, right? And I really want to help push you guys out of that and really find that burning desire inside you to find out that reason why you're doing what you're doing. And this is the key. It's about building these strong habits that will dictate your destiny, right? The thing is, you tell me your habits, and I'm going to tell you where you're going to be in 5 years, right? If you guys saw me 5 years ago, I literally was in the office 5 days a week, 9 hours a day. People thought I was like, I just didn't leave the office because I was so dialed in to what I wanted to achieve. Because the thing for me was not succeeding was not an option, right? If I could have not succeeded, but the option of not succeeding was basically going back to renting in a 600 square feet apartment in a basement or choosing a new life for me and my family, right? So the thing is, a lot of us are comfortable right now. We're comfortable. We're not hungry enough. And the thing is, this is a quote that I love. First, you form your habits, then your habits form you. Think about that for a second. First, you form your habits, then your habits form you. So if your habit is sleeping late, waking up late, eating junk food at night, these are habits that you're creating, but these habits are going to take over and form who you are and shape your destiny and your character. So, scripts. Who's confident with their scripts? Anyone confident? Okay, we have one person confident in their script. So, yeah. Yeah. Work in progress. It's okay. It's a work in progress. So the key is you got to internalize scripts, your objection handlers, your closes. This creates confidence, right? If you don't know what you're saying, if you're umming, you're eyeing, you're stuttering, you're stammering, the biggest thing I used to do when I first started, I used to say a lot. And you're like, I'm not sure. Think about what that perception of that person on the other person listening to you. They don't have confidence in you. You don't sound like you know what you're talking about. Because now when I walk into that room, when I walk into that house and I sit down at that dining room table, they know I'm there for business. And they know that when I speak to them, I'm speaking with confidence and conviction. People want to trust you. They're hiring you to make one of the biggest decisions of their life, selling or buying a home. People save their whole life, years and years for this one transaction. Think about that for a moment, right? Think about how much emotion this transaction has. So you need to be their guiding light. You need to be their compass. You need to be their trusted star. But if you don't embody that confidence and have that confidence, how can somebody trust you with the biggest transaction of their life? So this is where role play comes in. And I can't stress this enough. I practice 5 days a week, minimum standard. When I was at my peak, I was role playing twice a day with 5 different agents. This was my schedule. I woke up at 5 a.m. I did hot yoga for an hour and a half, showered at 7, at the office at 7:50 a.m. sharp. I role played for between 8 to 9, so 8:30 and 8 and 8:30, and I was on the call at 9 a.m. sharp for 3 hours. My golden hour of prospecting. Imagine if you did this schedule just for 2 weeks, how your business can change. Just think about that. If you really take, and honestly, if you really think about it, that's only like up to 12 o'clock during the day, right? So something I want to add, a lot of you guys are talking about door knocking. And I think door knocking is such a huge source, and it's going to be an even better source that's coming up because there's going to be a lot of expireds coming out. It is an opportunity, okay? When the market goes down like this, I get excited. Do you know why I get excited? Because I know a lot of the agents who are part-time or who are not taking this seriously are going to be out of the business. This is the market you're going to see. This is the market when there's going to be tons of expireds, terminated, canceled. These are the times when you've got to go and door knock. And when you door knock, a few tips of advice. Number 1, always provide value. Don't go in there with commission breath, okay? People can sense salesiness, okay? You want to go in there and door knock and show them, hey, why you're there. So why don't we put myself on the hot seat right now? Michael, do you want to, or who wants to role play with me right now? Put me on the hot seat. I'm going to door knock.
Michael, go for it.
Yeah, okay. Knock.
Hello?
So this is going to be, context. This is going to be an expired listing, okay? And you're going to be tough on me, okay? Because the thing is, remember this quote, guys. You want to sweat and practice so you don't bleed in the streets. All right? Okay. Okay, come up here then, Michael. Okay.
Grumpy Chinese expired sale.
All right. He's going to be a grumpy, expired salesperson. Okay, knock.
Who are you?
Hi, Michael. Okay. Hi, Mr. Seller. I'm Denise. I noticed that your home was on the market. I was just coming to buy today to see if you're still thinking about selling.
No, we're taking a break. You always welcome to bring a value.
Absolutely. And you know what? I took a look at the photos and I saw online that you have such a great home. Just curious, why hasn't it sold yet?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. You can bring me a buyer. Where were you?
Absolutely. And you know what? That's what they've always been saying. And I know you probably had so many people come knock on your door. And the thing is, and that's exactly why I'm here. I just want to know are you still open to looking at an offer?
We can.
Okay. Depends on the price or?
Pricing condition. Yeah, we want a clean offer.
Absolutely. And so if I could bring you in a clean offer in the next 30 days, is that something you're still open to looking at?
Only if you have a buyer.
Absolutely. And if we do have a buyer, can we actually set up a time to come and view the place?
Yeah, I only show when you have a buyer. I don't want to just show you. I know you're trying to get a listing right.
You know, the thing is, that's why I'm sure every agent say that we're here to just get a listing. I'm not here to get a listing. And sorry, what was your name? Michael?
Michael, yes.
That's right. I'm not here to just get a listing. I'm really here to get your home sold. That's something you want to do is to get your home sold. Is that right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you and I both have the same goal. It's really finding a buyer who can help get you the right price and not only sell it for a reasonable amount of time. And in terms of closing dates, are you still kind of thinking what sort of time frame are you thinking?
We got another price and the price makes sense.
Okay, awesome. So if we were to do a closing in the next 60 days, is that going to be 60 to 90 days? Is that going to be an issue?
Yeah, well, price is right.
Okay, perfect. And so the question for you next is that I see here it's owned by you and your wife. Is that right?
Yeah, just me.
You and your wife. Okay, awesome. And the thing is, would you be open to us bringing a few buyers at the same time, potentially next weekend?
Let me know. I can ask my wife.
Okay, perfect. So before we do that, is there a way maybe I could sit down with you and your wife for about 10 minutes because we want to at least do a walkthrough personally and get an idea of the layout of your home and condition before we bring our buyers through?
Well, then back to my wife. I will come back to you.
Absolutely. And you know what? I know you're busy. Your schedule's probably busy just as mine. And why don't we do this? Since I'm here right in front of you, why don't we set a tentative time, right? Why not come back? When is usually better for you, evening or weekends?
I have to check with my wife.
You have to check with your wife. Okay. So today it is Thursday. Why don't we set a tentative time for tomorrow, same time, let's say in the evening between 4 to 5, let's say 4:30 for now, and I'll give you a call back tomorrow just to reconfirm.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, absolutely. And so, I'll come by, I'll make sure that we'll have a few information for you as well, just a little bit of updated evaluation.
Yeah, but we're not signing.
Absolutely. And you know what? I wouldn't want you to sign anything that you're not comfortable with as well. I just really want to get a chance to meet with you and your wife, discuss kind of what the terms and conditions would be, and see if we can work together. Is that something you'd be open to?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Perfect. So I'll see you and your wife tomorrow at 4:30. And what's the best email and phone number to get you on?
It's Michael G.
Okay, perfect. Sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right. Sure.
Done.
Give it a round of applause.
Although he was kind of easy on me, a little easy, remember? Because the thing is, you want to be, oh yeah, someone is, oh, okay, I thought someone was raising a hand. Thank you for the clap, Mr. iPhone there. The key is that you guys just, and the thing is, I sometimes still have ums or ahs, because honestly, I'm a little bit rusty. But if you have to think of yourself when you're role playing, put each other on the hot seat and be tough. Be so tough. You want to get as many no's as you can. Because remember, it takes 6 no's to get to a yes, right? And the thing is, if somebody's like, oh, I'm busy, just call me back, or I can't talk to you right now. A lot of agents still say, okay, bye, and then just leave. But it really takes a skilled agent to get around that no level shift and get them to give you a different response, especially if they're an expired listing. Expired listings are hammered all the time with agents, but it only takes the best and top agents to get through to them because you have to lead with value and you have to think of yourself as, how can I help them? I'm coming here to help them. How can I help them today? What can I do what can I do to help them get their home sold? You have to come in with that mindset. And so here are some tips to prospect when you don't want to prospect. Because question.
I actually have a question. So
Yes.
you led with the whole, I have some buyers that I could bring through next week. So let's say you get into the house tomorrow at 4 p.m. and then they want to talk to the buyers. What if you don't have that? Just you hope to get them in.
Okay, and normally, what I normally say thank you for that point, is I normally say I always work with buyers, and the thing is, I don't want to tell you I'll have buyers until I've seen your home. So normally I actually you should segue with that, because I usually don't like to say I have buyers when I don't. So I only like to say I have buyers when we actually do have buyers. So the thing is, if we do get into the home and we sit down with them, right, we say, the thing is, we all have buyers, right? When you put the home on the market, we all are going to be able to bring buyers. So yes, it can be a hook, but you don't want to always lead with that as a hook, because every other agent always says that, okay? So if you actually tell them, you know what, I don't have buyers, but we always are working with buyers, and I'm not telling you I have a buyer until I've seen your home. It actually shows them that you're being honest, and they actually would appreciate the honesty than us trying to blow smoke in their face. Yeah, but that's a good question though. So usually when I sit down with them, when I'm at the kitchen table, then I'm just leading with my presentation and then their home evaluation, right? But your listing presentation's got to be so strong and demonstrating so much value that by the end of your listing presentation, they want to sign with you, right? And so that's why I got his email address. I always make sure I get their email address, because before I go to the listing presentation, I send them a pre-listing package, right? The pre-listing package should be everything already about you. And so by the time you go meet with them, they already feel like they know you, they feel like they trust you, and they already like you. And that's already 50% of the hard work. Because if you go in there blind as a stranger, they don't know you, and you're just trying to sell them like with the first meeting, it's going to make your job 50% harder. So I know we didn't talk a little bit about this, but like I have a 5-step listing process. I'm sure Axel and Michael, some of you guys have gone through this, but the 5-step listing process is number 1, set an appointment, right? Once you set the appointment, number 2, pre-qualify. That's probably one of the most important steps of the whole process. Number 3, send out a pre-listing package. Number 4, call back to make sure they've received the pre-listing package. And number 5, go to the listing. Are you open to share your pre-listing package to have some ideas? Yeah, I can share that. It's honestly, my pre-listing package is so simple. It's literally just an email. And in my email, I have their evaluation, okay? The second, I have a bio video. If you guys don't have a bio video, I strongly recommend creating a bio video, which is a video about yourself. If any of you want to see my bio video, it's on my YouTube. So just go to Denise Mai YouTube and Google Denise Mai bio video. You'll see my bio video there. You guys, yeah, I'll show you. I actually only have a few more minutes, so I won't show you that video because it's about 3 minutes. Number 5 is just the listing presentation, right? And the thing is, a lot of us right now, we're only at step 1, how to get an appointment. You guys haven't even mastered the listing presentation yet, right? So number 5 is the listing presentation, but the listing presentation is its own beast on itself because you have to get so good at being a great listing agent to really convert on that first meeting. And a big tip for you, I want to tell you, is that when you're at the appointment, you want to close for the appointment, because when you leave, you decrease your chances of getting that listing by 50%. So I always try to close when I'm there. Okay. So that's all about objection handling and knowing how to, So tips on prospecting when you don't want to prospect, because I know no one likes to prospect. Okay, when I first started, a lot of times I didn't want to prospect because it's one of those things that, there's so much other things we could make an excuse on. I gotta clean, I gotta run errands, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, right? But you remember, the goal needs to be bigger than yourself. If you have a goal bigger than yourself, then you're going to be willing to do the hard stuff, right? So I know I mentioned this earlier, but have your goals on your phone, on your wall, in your bathroom, everywhere. So you have a daily reminder of why you're doing this, right? So I know the money, some people doing it for the money. Money's not everything, but money is for your mission to take care of your family, to take care of your kids, to take care of your parents, whatever it is. For me, my burning desire was to take care of my parents, to give my parents a happy retirement, right? So, my parents, they made a lot of sacrifices for me. The least I could do was make some sacrifices so I can give them a better retirement. I was determined to succeed, because when you don't have any other choice but to succeed, that's when you're going to succeed. You're going to learn and get good at real estate, or get back to whatever it is that it is. And the thing is, some of us are not in that place where it's so hard, so difficult, because some of us need to have shit hit the fan before we make a change in our life. Because otherwise we're still on this hamster wheel doing the same day, every single day. What has to change in our life to get us to wake up, right? This is something that I learned from Tony Robbins. I know I've told some of you guys about this, is UPW, Unleash the Power Within. This is something that, after going to that event, it changed my whole entire perspective. So that's something I'm just throwing out there. I'm actually going to it again, my 3rd time, November 9th to 12th. It's in Dallas, but I'm just throwing it out there. I don't work for Tony Robbins, but it's something that I just truly believe in. So the thing is, I talked a little bit about this, is that the problem I feel right now for most people is most people are way too comfortable and content, right? It's so much easier to not do and give up, right? Like everyone just gives up way too easily nowadays, right? They try it once, they try it twice, and they give up. But I'm like, why do people give up so easy nowadays? It's because that burning desire inside them, they're not hungry enough. People are not hungry enough right now. Most people are just getting by with scraps of leftover food, right? But when you're starving, and you have no food, you're going to stop at nothing to find something to eat. That's the mindset you've got to have. You've got to get to that next level of where you want to be. You've got to be hungry. You've got to be starving, so that you're continuously looking for where the opportunities are coming from. Otherwise, we're just going to have opportunities pass us by and we don't even know it. And that's what I'm seeing with a lot of new agents. There's opportunities that literally there's You know, I'm gonna give an example. An agent on my team was like, he door knocked. It was a divorcee, and the divorcee, like afterwards, they're telling me, "Oh yeah, Denise, she wasn't serious. They were just like leaching information." I'm like, "Okay, can I see like some of the content?" Yeah, so she shows me the group message. Literally in the group message, she said, "Oh, on Monday, I'm gonna have to decide the lawyers. I have to submit the lawyers to on Monday. So we're still deciding." And then he's like, okay, well, you know, if and he gave him like this message that said, like, if you're not going to decide, blah, 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 you know, let us know when you decide. I'm like, that was her raising her hand saying, hey, we need to pick a realtor. We need to, like, almost, do you want to be submitted as a realtor? And he completely missed that opportunity. And I said, you know what? That would have been a perfect opportunity for you to call them and say, hey, you know what? I see that you're making a decision on Monday. It's really important that we actually get together so I can help you decide on where the best direction will be. When are you available? Saturday or Sunday at 5, right? So this is the key, making sure you see those appointments. So like I said, every single problem can be solved with lead gen and prospecting. And I said this, I'm going to repeat this, contacts equal contracts. An appointment a day keeps the problems away. And I want you all to get so good that when you really turn it on, it's like it's on. You know, when you prospect, you're gonna get appointments. It's gonna be flowing, right? Just think of that. You are a light. You just gotta turn it on when you want to turn it on. And lastly, how I became a top agent. You know, a lot of people look at my career right now and they're like, Denise, you make it look so easy. But the thing is, not everybody has seen the sweat equity and the hours I put into getting to where I am, right? Everybody has to take that first step. But the key is, though, I don't want any of you to compare my chapter 20 to your chapter 3, right? We're all on our different journeys in our path in our career right now. Some of you might be chapter 1, and that's okay. The thing is just taking that first step and making sure you consistently take that first step. It's like a baby. When a baby gets up and tries to walk and it falls down, they continue to try, right? Don't give up, right? That's the key. Mastery level is a level where you all want to be at. And that's the key, is to be versatile and flexible so that you can work with anyone and everyone. And you can build a connection and rapport so quickly that when a client meets you within the first 5 to 10 minutes, they feel like they know you, trust you, and like you, right? So that's the type of confidence I have when I meet with any client or anybody that I'm going to, for whether a listing appointment, buyer's appointment. I know that I can build rapport with someone and that connection so quickly that I have a high closing ratio, right? And that's what you all have to think about. How can I increase my closing ratio? How can I, for every 10 appointments, I know I'm going to get 9, right? How many listing appointments can you have? And sometimes when I first started, it was a 20% ratio. Then it got to 30, then it got to 50, right? But we all just have to start. The more practice you get, the better you're going to become. And the thing is, I guess my last closing like piece of advice that I have for all of you guys is just be as consistent, build those habits, okay? Have a schedule that's ironclad, okay? The ironclad schedules, have your top 3 non-negotiables, okay? Your first one should be a 3-hour golden hour of prospecting. Number 2 should be role play and practice. And number 3, it should be follow up. The money's in the FU. It's true. So I would say I'm just going to leave you with those 3. I'm just going to leave the floor open for a few minutes for any questions at all. No, you guys got it. I got with my presentation. You guys have everything down?
You rock it.
Oh, thank you. All right, if you guys don't have any questions, why don't we finish with some affirmations? Yes. All right, why don't we get everybody up, even Jack Sai, Leo, all you people, if you're home, Jacqueline and Emily, I can't see you guys, Kira, Yuritsa. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, repeat after me. And this affirmations, I'm a big believer in it because when I first started, every single day, every day I did affirmations with the mortgage broker team. Okay. When you say, you got to say it with conviction. Because I know a lot of you guys don't have confidence yet, or don't believe that you're a great listing agent. But in order to reprogram your subconscious mind on a deeper level, you need to speak with conviction, because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what you're saying and what reality is. So we've got to create a reality, fake it till you make it, until we actually become it. Are you ready?
Yay!
Today's a great day.
Today is a great day.
I sing it again. I believe in me.
I believe in me.
I believe in me.
Mine too.
Do anything I put my mind to.
Every day and every single way, I'm getting better.
Every day, every single way, I'm getting better and better.
Better and better.
I'm excited. I'm
Excited. I couldn't understand that.
Yeah, me too.
Enough.
I'm enough.
I'm worthy.
I'm worthy.
I can achieve anything and everything I set my mind to.
I can achieve anything and everything I set my mind to.
Last but not least, I believe in.
I believe in me.
I believe in me.
Great job, guys. Awesome.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.